Good morning, KG1. Are you ready for our reading session? Our objectives are to recognize the tricky words, remember, in the story, and read the stories given next. Our tricky words are, let's begin, this, to, hi, me, said, what of you. Our story number 6, Just Jump and Other Stories. Remember, we did the first 2. Now we're going to do the next 2. Listen carefully. Our story on page 13, wet, focuses on sound w, as in wig. And the other story is, can he fix it? Focus on x, as in box, on page 18. Now we're going to begin story number 3, and the title is Wet. Wet. Who can you see on the cover of this story on page number 13? Walter Walrus. Very good. And we're going to focus on the sound w, as in wig. Page 14. What can I get wet? What? Walter Walrus is saying. And what is Dippy Duck saying? Not the doll, not the doll, she says. She's got a doll in her hand. And she says, not the doll. She doesn't want to get the doll wet. So she's looking up at Walter Walrus and saying, not the doll. Page 15. Look at Walter Walrus. What is he saying? He says, can I get the web wet? He said. What does the spider answer? Not the web, not the web. He doesn't want him to get the web wet, and he's shouting, the spider, not the web, not the web. What is Walter Walrus saying? Get your Peter pointer finger and say, he says, point it here, can I get that web wet? He said. And what did the spider say? Not the web. He doesn't want him to get the web wet because that's his home. What? What? Walrus says, what? And he got all Annie Apple, Eddie Elephant, Inky Ink, and Oscar Orange on Uppy Umbrella. He splashed them all with water. And what are they saying? What is Uppy Umbrella saying? It is not fun. It's not fun. Because he's splashing them with water. And he says, look at his face, he's happy. He said, get your Peter pointer. He says, I can get this lot wet, he said. I can get this lot wet, he said. Do you know what this lot means? It means all these people, a lot of them. Lot means a lot. It's a short form for lot. He says, I can get this lot wet, he said. Who said that? Walter Walrus on page 16. Who can you see on this page, page number 17? Oh dear, naughty Walter Walrus. He says, a wet Ed, a wet Tess. What a lot of wetness. He wet everybody he sees. He spills water on them. He splashes them with water. Oh dear, so naughty. Look at him, Eddie Elephant. He's happy, he's playing in the water. Talking Tess. He splashed her with water, look. and she's holding her hair because she doesn't want water on her hair. And Walter Walrus is really happy. He's happy. He's wetting everybody. And he says, a wet Ed, a wet Tess, what a lot of wetness. They're all wet with water. I can read. Let's read the words from the story. Wet, doll, web, fun. Lot, wetness, get, can. Our next story is on page 18 here, and it says, can he fix it? Who do you think this is? You remember him? Fix It Max. There he is. And the tricky word is you. Can you see the tricky word you? And we're going to focus on the sound x, as in box. 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 Can you hear the last sound, the final sound? So on page 19, let's discuss this here. Where do you think they are? Are they in a sweet shop? Are they in a sweet shop? No, they're not in a sweet shop. I can't see any sweets. I think it's a tool shop where he fixes things and he sells things as well. And look, he's got at the back, what's that there? Some wood. And he's got, what else has he got on the wall? Can you see the things on the wall, what he's got? Can you see? What is it called? You think and tell me what it is. Come on, think. What do we call it? What do we call that, what we cut the wood with? What is it? Page 20. Jumping Jim says, it is in the box. He's saying to Fix It Max, it is in the box. So Fix It Max has got the box in his hand. Now he's going to open it and he says, what is it? What is in the box? Said Max. This is it. What's in his hand? So what was in the box? It was a jet. Or what's the other name for jet? An aeroplane. But here they've said it's a jet. This is it. It's a jet. Can you fix it? Said Jim. Jim is asking Fix It Max, and he says, it's a jet. Can you fix it? Said Jim. So I'm going to ask you, what was inside the box? A jet. What colour is it? Yes, it's white. Very good. So on page 22, Fix It Max is thinking. Look at the top of his head. He's thinking and he's saying in his mind, it will just stick back on. So he needs to have, what should he have to stick it back? What should he have in his shop? What should he have? He should have some stronger glue to fix it back on. What's broken? What is broken? The wing. The jet's wing. It has two and one of them is broken. Can you see it? It's broken. So he's thinking and he's saying in his mind, it will just stick back on. So what does he answer? He's saying now, Fix It Max is saying to Jim, yes, just relax, Jim. I can fix it. What does he say? Yes, just relax, Jim. I can fix it. Do you think he's going to fix it then? Yes, I think he's going to be able to fix it. What is he going to fix it with? some glue. Some glue. Very good. I can read. Let's read the words which we saw in the story. Fix, Max, Jim, Jet. Will, just, back, stick, relax, box.